Come into Lars Anderson match, whip a chair. Come into whip a chair, but Lars surprised him and he dropped the chair. Now here Lars getting hold of the chair. Now this is what I saw. Now you watch this. Now just keep your eyes on. I'm gonna show you what a dirty, low down, good for nothing. Look, gonna hit his own brother with a chair. Now I hit my brother with this African soup bone, but I ain't gonna hit him with no chair. Look, that's his brother. You see what I'm saying? You don't now see, Lars could send him to Never Land right there. He could put him away, but I'm gonna show you, just because he's his brother, he wouldn't do it. And here go Ole gonna jump on the man. The man gave Ole a break, and Ole still gonna jump on him. If a man give me a break, I'm gonna let him go. Now watch this. Watch. Gonna hit his brother with a chair. Now you see, now the NWA say the brother can't wrestle brother. But look at this. This is that man's brother. Now stop and think for a minute. A man would do that to his own brother. Now the NWA said that brothers can't wrestle against brothers. Now I have retired. All I'm doing now, I'm training for the Mrs. Universe contest. I'm into this bodybuilding. But I have talked to the promoters and everything. Let me tell you, if Lars Anderson can't wrestle Ole Anderson, I ain't even in shape for this wrestling. But I'm a man. Always have been a man. Been one ever since I was 12 years old, because I didn't have no father. And my mama said, y'all boys going to have to learn how to be men because you ain't got no man here to take care of you. So I had to learn how to take care of myself at a very young age. So you let me tell you something, Ole Anderson. Now, your brother can't wrestle you. But there ain't nothing in the book that's saying that I can't wrestle you. Anytime. And I hope it's very soon that somebody... Friday night, the 19th of September. Remember that date, Ole Anderson. I want you to get out a little book, write it down, put down the 19th, get your T-shirt, put a great big 19 on it, and write September. I even pay for the T-shirt, but you just make sure you get your butt there. Now, you think you're going to hit me with a chair? You think you're going to do me like you did your brother? Well, you let me tell you something. I ain't no kin to you, brother, and I will whoop you like the dog you are. Lars Anderson can't wrestle you, but Tony Atlas can wrestle. In the army, I'm going to get you, brother.
I heard everybody talking about what they're going to do to Ole Anderson. Well, the only reason that Paul Jones doesn't want me to wrestle Lars is because they're afraid they're going to have to carry Lars out in a box someplace. Well, maybe our family problems should be kept hidden. Why don't you be quiet or get some trunks on? Why don't you shut up? Go home, go do something else. I'm telling you this. Lars, you and I have fought a lot of times. We always had to keep it quiet. Couldn't tell Mom, couldn't tell Dad. Come home with a black eye, you got to wonder how you got it. Well, everything's out in the open right now, and I don't plan on hiding nothing. If you got any guts, you're not going to worry about Paul Jones. But the thing that really upsets me while you're standing here with that mealy face of yours, Gordon Soley, is when you're talking to a guy who retired, or whatever he did, went to train for the Mr. America contest, went to train for the Mr. Universe contest. I'm the one that can walk down there right now and take the Mr. Universe contest, and I don't have to train for nothing. On Friday, September 19th, Tony Atlas, you come on down to the Omni. You aren't going to be there anymore, and you won't be there after September 19th, because this Mr. Universe body, Ole Anderson, is going to take that body of yours apart. Just like a licorice stick, I'm going to break you in half. I'm going to break you, Tony Atlas. When I get done with you, there won't be any more African soup bone. And if Lars shows his face anywhere in that building, Lars, don't let the suspension of fine worry you. I'm going to stop you.
Turn it over to the ring, please.
I will get Ole Anderson. I want Ole Anderson. He's the one that laid me open in the Omni with a pair of brass knuckles. I want him, and I will get him. I know this, Paul Jones. You've indicated there will be a fine or a suspension if we get together. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll pay the fine, and I'll pay the suspension, because I want Ole Anderson, and I will get him. I will get him, and this is what will happen. I will not touch him during his match. But when the final bell rings, I will be on him, and I will get him.
Rhodes, a fellow by the name of Uvalde Slim.
You know, since I come into all this celebrity stuff, you know, since Uvalde Slim here has come into the, the limelight. The limelight, that I be out going to beauty shop, and I don't want to always be wearing my mask. I be here where the people really getting funky about Uvalde Slim. Now, Dusty Rhodes done told me how to handle the situation. He done told me how to testify when it's time. Now, I got this pack on my face here that makes me beautiful. The women call it a beauty pack. And I got my hair all done up, getting ready for this thing. And the word's out from Texas, my home state. Look at that blonde hair of the dream. Out of Uvalde Slim back coming out here. Out of my home state, that the Funks are looking around to do some damage to Uvalde Slim. And now I'm there. The funkiest place of it all. Where the best are all there. And I am the best of the rest now. Uvalde Slim is taking over where Dusty Rhodes is let off. Terry Funk is coming for me, to unmask me, to take my lid off, to take my identity, to show myself and face to the people of Atlanta. It will never happen because underneath this doesn't lie just a pretty face. It lies a bad home.
Number one, because the family situation is, going outside the bounds of the family now.
Well, it's gone out, it is outside of the bounds of the family, and the only way to clearly look at it, is the fact that I am a professional athlete. Ole Anderson is a professional athlete. We are both independent contractors, and at that point, I think that I'm the best. He thinks that he's the best. He's gone a little further. I mean, he's cut me open with brass knuckles. He's hit me on the head with a chair. He said some things about me, that I didn't really appreciate, and that I will not appreciate, that I'll never forget, so like, he's taken it a little further than it needed to be taken, but any time in professional athletes that there are two egos going at it, going for the top, to be the best, things are going to happen. But there are always ways of settling it, brother or no brother.
Well, I'll be happy to be part of that way of settling it, because any time that I can be in your corner to appear with you, when you can get your brother in the ring, it'll be fine with me. Because I know how you feel. Now, I've wrestled the Anderson brothers many, many times, and they're tough. There's never been an Anderson brother that wasn't tough, and I don't know which one is really the toughest, but I'd like to find out myself, and I think the people like to have an opportunity to find out once and for all which one is the better.
Well, certainly, I think that's understandable. As we say, of course, the situation has gone beyond the bounds of the family itself, and the situation is going to have to be resolved, and perhaps tonight at Marietta.
Tonight in Marietta, it is a match that is probably one of the most brutal matches in the history of professional wrestling. 4 men in the ring, taped fists. So what that means, Ole Anderson, is simply this. Anytime I hit you, anywhere I hit you, you're going to bleed. The eyes cut, the nose cut, the teeth get knocked out. Tonight you're going to get down with me, Ole, and we're going to find out who the better man is, and I'm going to open you up, and I guarantee I will.
The assassin, here are two men who have found obviously some sort of a kindred spirit.
Well, I don't know what all that gobbledygook is about, Gordon Soley. All I know is there are a lot of different types of wrestlers and a lot of different types of wrestling matches. And if you take a look at the assassin and myself, you'll see that we both have our hands taped. I don't know if everybody knows what that means, but I can tell you very shortly, it means trouble. Trouble for anybody that would happen to come up against us and try to do anything to us when we've got our hands taped, because these taped hands mean they can cut, they can maim, they can do an awful lot of damage. Am I right, assassin?
The thing that I look forward to in these type of matches is taking these knuckles and smashing people's faces in, cutting them open, knocking them out, and then slapping their faces and waking them up just so I have the privilege of knocking them out again.
We're going to find out tonight in Marietta, that's for sure.
In Marietta, it's a taped fist match. That means we're all going to have our hands taped up. We all get a chance to do something that they've been accusing us of doing illegally for a long time. Now it's legal. Hands taped, they're just like wearing brass knuckles. They're just like bringing in a board or a rock, a chair. It's better. It's better now because now it's legal. Tonight in Marietta, they've seen a lot of things in Marietta, but tonight they're going to see the greatest match of all when the assassin and I get in that ring.
Well, as long as I've got a man like Ole Anderson in my corner with his fist taped up, because I know that he doesn't back off or back down or step away from anybody. And Lars Anderson and Wrestling One say that they are going to come straight ahead. That's right, you come straight ahead, and this is what's going to be waiting for you when you come straight ahead. Right in your nose, right in your mouth, right in your eyes, anywhere.
What happens when number one's knocked out? Who's going to save him from having that mask ripped off then? No one! Tonight in Marietta!
The man who has faced adversity of all forms, but primarily it seems like everybody wants that mask to come off.
Well, mainly the assassins. And, of course, Ole Anderson has stuck his 2 cents worth in, too. But let me tell you something. Assassins, Ole Anderson, all of you out there that have your sights set on my mask, bear one thing in mind. I now have someone standing behind me and watching every move that each and every one of you make. And if you think for a moment you're going to do any job on me, you got another thing coming. Because Wrestling One is here. He's here to stay, and he's here to watch in case any outside interference comes about. But then that goes the other way around, too. In case he gets in trouble, I'm going to be around also to see that no one gets their nose where it doesn't concern them. Partner?
Well, I'm with you, and I'll back you all the way, and I'll tell you one thing. Assassins have always been noted. Even though you're trying to wrestle one, the other one will jump in. But I'll always be backing you, partner, all the way. Whenever you are, I'll be there someplace. You can remember that.
It's always been that way, partner, and it's always going to be that way. We look after one another.
Well, of course, the situation tonight in Marietta, the masks are fair game, particularly you and Assassin, too.
That's exactly right. It's going to get downtime, brother. You have tried it time and time again. Now, Assassin 2, you say you're going to take my mask off. Well, I've got news for you. You're going to have to do it by yourself. And if any outside interference comes around, I've got a man here to stop it. So therefore, your mask is going to be peeled. I not only tell you that, I guarantee you, in Marietta,